Today we're going to talk about freely given, unearned, undeserved grace. For by grace you have been saved through faith, and this is not your own doing, it is the gift of God, not a result of works, so that no one may boast. Ephesians 2, 8-9. Sometimes we treat God's grace as a free pass that allows us to sin without consequences. The good thing is that none of us are beyond God's grace, which simply means we get what we don't deserve. It is a gift from God. The Apostle Paul is an example of this grace, 1 Timothy 1:12-14. When someone annoys us, how do we respond? When we are criticized by someone, how do we react? Do we condemn them? Even if what they say is the truth, we don't deserve God's grace, but we get it freely. Therefore, we should give the same towards others, even if they don't deserve it. Bitterness is a root that doesn't harm others, but us when we fail to grow in grace. If we fail to grow in this area, we are on our way down a rocky road. However, we will grow strong in grace when we remember what God has done for us and actively extend it towards others. We are all broken people and are all in need of God's grace. God extends His grace towards us daily. It is a fresh and new every morning. When we reflect on how God has been to us in ways we honestly don't deserve, this should motivate us to be kind and extend grace in every situation we find ourselves in. When we have to wait in line, or the waiter forgets your order, or a co-worker is rude to you, or someone bumps into you accidentally, do you extend grace to them? Will you extend grace to them? Grace is not only an action, but most importantly, it is an attitude. James 4:6. But He gives more grace. This is why Scripture says, God opposes the proud, but shows favor to the humble. God's grace shows love to the unlovable, the not so kind, and those who treat us spitefully and wrong us. Does this describe you? There will be times when it will be difficult, especially when the other person is not easy to get along with. Do you have to give them grace? You already know the answer. God's grace is not an excuse to sin, but rather a reason to love and serve Him more fully. Hebrews 4:16. Let us therefore draw near with boldness unto the throne of grace, that we may receive mercy and may find grace to help us in a time of our need. Grace is when you get the good things you don't deserve. Mercy is when you don't get the bad things you do deserve. God is gracious with both. God bless.